I'm Kiersta, and I'm a senior product designer on Wonolo's mobile apps. My work spans designing the Wonolo app to help in demand workers find work, and the new Wonolo Pro app to help floor managers on the go. From a young age, I was always interested in art, problem solving, and understanding other people. But I hadn't heard about UX design or product design until after I left school. As a young adult, I moved to Shanghai, China, where I started working at a 4-person startup in China Accelerator. It was one of those essential wear multiple hats kind of roles, and that's where I started doing things like UI design, design thinking, user research, although I don't think I really knew the terms for those skills at the time. I was able to really hone in on those skills when I took a job in the fashion industry, designing new store concepts in China. I was designing both the physical and the digital experiences in the store. Although I always loved fashion, that wasn't exactly the role for me, and I wanted to keep focusing on jobs that would kind of make impact on people's everyday lives. That's when I started working in things like health tech, fintech, and even philanthropic marketplaces. When the role came open at Wonolo, I was really excited to take it and kind of strive towards the mission of tearing down barriers and bringing flexible work into people's lives. I can be a real nerd when it comes to kind of the design process and design frameworks. So I'll start by saying that I love working through this flow of empathizing, defining, ideating, prototyping, and testing, and then usually doing it all over again when something new comes up. When I have to make a difficult decision, I often kind of start with that same type of process, and I'll do my best to understand the problem at hand and the users who are involved. I want to be at that ground floor with everyone and make sure that we're kind of aligned on what's going on and we understand each other. From there, I'll work through, a series of solutions and options with stakeholders, get people's input, and then do my best to weigh out the pros and cons of different options, the cost of kind of time and money, resources, things like that, and try to make the best possible decision for the people who are involved. When it comes to making difficult decisions, I think we do our best to make the decision that works for people in general, and then we have to be ready to kind of iterate on it as something comes up and keep moving forward. See the world and be open and curious enough to see it through a multitude of perspectives. I've been very lucky to live in 5 countries and travel to many more, and that's always been important in terms of how I can see approaching problems in different ways, and difference in general being a great alternative. Going out there and just experiencing things, being curious and open-minded will really kind of help with personal and professional development. If you really knew me, you would know that I'm a certified aerial yoga teacher, and that my favorite book that I recommend to all of my friends and colleagues is Designing Your Life. And I couldn't recommend it more. So give it a read and let me know what you think.